What's up, guys? I'm Ryan Roberts. Welcome to another recruiting edition of the At Large Big Bearcats podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by 5'7" McKinney point guard Jaidyn Gunter. Jaden is currently the number 11 rated prospect in the state of Texas, as well as the number 4 point guard for her class. Jaden, welcome in.
Hi.
So let's just get started with who is Jaden off the court.
Off the court, I would say I'm a girl likes to hang out with her friends. I like to go places with my friends, like to the mall, go shopping and stuff. I also would say I like to do a lot of art stuff too. I've kind of picked up doing flower decorating, which I really like. I took a class at school for that this year, so I really enjoy doing that as well. And I also like to do hair as well.
Okay, I could do hair. So you recently committed to Cincinnati, I believe
Yeah.
February 7th. Prior
Yes.
to that, what was this recruiting process like, and who were some of the other schools that you were hearing from prior to your commitment?
The recruiting process, I would say that, well, it was very business like, I would say, and especially coming down to making my final decisions and choosing Cincinnati. And it was fun at times, definitely, especially getting to play in front of the coaches and everything and seeing them at the game. And some of the coaches that I had recruiting me before were Florida, University of North Carolina, Vanderbilt, SMU, Houston. Um, who else? A&M and Georgia Tech, and did I say Houston? Other schools too. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
It was a lot of them. Yeah.
So basically, a lot of high major programs were after you and wanting your services.
Yes.
So as you were going through this recruiting process, what were some of the qualities that you were looking for in a program before you made your decision?
It was making sure that it was a coaching staff that cared about you, even in your lowest moments and everything. Making sure that it was a family based community, and I really saw that in Cincinnati that their coaches were a family, their players were a family, everyone was just family, and making sure that they play together and they're playing at a speed that I would play at, and their game style would fit my game style too.
So you kind of mentioned the family aspect. The motto of Cincinnati women's basketball is a sisterhood.
Yes.
What, as you were kind of getting to know the Cincinnati coaches and going through that process with them, what did they kind of explain the sisterhood to you, and what does that mean to you?
They were just explaining to me that the sisterhood is really what it means. They have an all girls coaching staff, so it is very much a sisterhood there. They do everything together, and if someone makes a mistake, it's oh, it's cool, we're gonna get the next one. There wasn't really a lot of bad stuff I can say, nothing at all. But they really did act like a family and a sisterhood. And to me, sisterhood, if I had to explain sisterhood, it would definitely be the University of Cincinnati women's basketball team.
Did it? So obviously, Coach Trina, she's a former player. She's put on that jersey. She's worn the CPAW. Abby Jump, Abby Owens, both from that area. She has her sister on her staff as well. With so many people who kind of experienced the area, the program, did that have extra meaning to you in terms of their messaging and being authentic?
Yes, it did. Because Coach Katrina has been in our shoes before. She was once a player at the University of Cincinnati, so she knows kind of what we're going through, and it just speaks volumes. And also in the way that she coaches too, you can tell. Also with her sister as well too.
Yeah. So on the court, what was it that stood out about Cincinnati?
They play at a very high intensity. They run the court with each other. Their defense, their guards play extremely good defense. I like to play defense, and they just all like play as a unit. It's like everyone knows what everyone wants to do. Like as a point guard, you should know like where your post wants the ball at. Do they want it up high? Do they want it up low? And there was really no like confusion in that. They all had really good team chemistry together, and like on and off the court as well. Like you would see, whenever I was there, seeing like their chemistry in the locker room and on the court, it just was like unmatched.
So you were on campus January 18th for the men's and women's doubleheader against Arizona
Yeah.
State and Colorado. What was that visit like for you?
It was really fun. They had their game versus Colorado. Oh yeah, that one they came back and they won that game. I remember it was a good game, and the visit was good too. I saw they took me on a tour through the academic side too, which was like also connected to the gym area. So it really wasn't like it was cool to see that and everything. And the campus was like huge too. Like it was, and everything was nice, and like they're Jordan brand too. So they had some nice gear in there too.
I was going to actually ask you later. With I know when I talked to Chloe Mann last year when she committed, she said that was a big part of her decision. Having the Jordan brand. But on the flip side, being in the Big 12, did that play a role in your decision with having the opportunity to come back to Texas throughout the season?
Yeah, my parents can come watch me play because there's Houston, there's Baylor, there's TCU, there's OSU, which is like all in like close range to like where our parents live at. So they can come to about like 4 games at least in the season. So that was good. Like I'm far from home, but I'll come back like every now and then kind of because like Oklahoma is not too far from us. It's like 3 hours. So
right.
Yeah.
So what is it about Cincinnati staff? What's that relationship like that made you feel comfortable to make that jump of moving away from home for your college career?
It stuck out on the first phone call. I mean, whenever I received an offer from them, my mother wasn't there, so she let me like run it back while my mom was there, and like so I could get her reaction and everything, and that spoke volumes. And then I'm going through an injury right now, and they just kept in contact with me during my injury, making sure everything was okay, make sure I was keeping them updated on everything, and just making it clear that they still wanted me as a basketball player, and they cared about me even though I'm injured as well. And I just liked how kind their coaching staff was, even on the visit too. Like it was just amazing. Like I loved everything about it.
So you recently scored your 1,000th point. How would you personally describe your game? Like what is Cincinnati getting in Jaidyn Gunter?
I would say that they're getting a kid that can shoot score at all 3 levels on the court, can play defense, make plays for their teammates as well, and just a good teammate in general. I feel like I'm a good teammate, and I've learned a lot of stuff on and off the court because I've had to sit and watch. I've watched multiple games. I've watched multiple games at the college level too, just to like build my IQ, so it can translate in the game as well.
Do you have any WNBA or NBA players that you follow or favorite sports teams?
WNBA, I really like Zaya Cook's game, even though she just signed with a new team because the LA Sparks let her go. But college wise, I really like Hannah Hidalgo. I like her game. I like how she's aggressive on defense. I like how she can just get to the basket and how she's just a straight up dog in general.
So when I watch your film, I see a lot of Tanea Hilton with how you play, with your aggressiveness at both ends of the court, your ability to score at all 3 levels, how you play defensively. What has this staff told you in terms of how they want to utilize your skill set?
They said that they would like to use me as a combo guard as well as a shooting guard. So Yeah, like combo guard and shooting guard.
So Cincinnati's kind of recruited Texas fairly well over those last couple of years with Chloe
Yeah.
Mann, Reagan Jackson. What's your relationship like with those two? And did you have a chance to play against Chloe at all over the last couple of years?
Unfortunately, I never got a chance to play against Reagan or Chloe, but um, me and Reagan used to play on the same club team. We used to
Mhm.
play on Lady Jets. I played on the 16U and she played on 17U. Um, but we never played against each other. But I would say our relationship is good. You know, I love Chloe. She's my friend. And at the visit, we was chatting it up. You know, it was good to see her again and everything. Same thing with Reagan as well.
Did that add some comfort to your decision knowing you have two other Texas girls with you?
Yes, it did.
Is it so a lot of people think Texas is warm, but it's really not. Like you guys get winter down here.
Yeah, we this year I would say it's been pretty cold and it's still cold now. Like it feels like 13 degrees out. That's what the weather app said. It's pretty cold today. We just had a cold front come in. And
Right.
last week it was hot. It was 80 last week and now it's like 30 this week. So the weather's weird down here.
What's going to be that biggest adjustment for you going from Texas to the Midwest and Cincinnati?
Um Maybe the weather probably, but it's nothing that I can't adjust to really. It'll probably just be the weather.
So you mentioned the Jordan brand. Are you a girl that likes sneakers? Do you have a favorite Jordan?
Um, I like sneakers, but I would say it's more like New Balances and Asics for me instead of
Yeah.
like. But I do have my fair share of Jordans, so
So you mentioned you were coming off an injury.
yeah.
What are your plans for the rest of the spring and summer? I know you said you have a game Friday night in the tournament, but once your high school season ends, what are your plans for the spring and summer in terms of AAU ball?
For the spring, I plan to just rehab and get back, and for summer, I plan to play with IFN
Mhm.
17U for the summer and just see if we can possibly win a GUA 17U title.
So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know at one point you played with Texas U, so you played with the top player in Texas, right, for 2026.
Yes.
How did playing at that level throughout the summer help elevate your game? Because you've kind of seen your stock rise from the end of your sophomore season to the beginning of your junior season.
Yeah. Um, I would say it's a good experience playing with the top girl in the country, but like it's really we've been playing together since we were 4 years old, 3 years old. So we've been since day one. So, but it's fun playing against like the high ranked teams because we were in eighth grade. We played against Team Durant 17U. That game
Mhm.
was I remember that game specifically. It was packed. It was intense. Coaches on the baseline everywhere. Um, but I just like the intensity of those games. Playing against FBC my freshman year, the intensity was good, even though we lost the game. But I just like those tough moments where like the spotlight's on you and everything.
So you kind of mentioned the academic side earlier. Have you thought about your plans for a major or what you want to do once you get in college?
For major, I might want to do sports med. I really like seeing like the trainers whenever I'm at PT. It just seems like something I want to do is be like a physical therapist or a trainer.
It's a good field to get into.
Yeah, and so
Well,
I can kind of like sports.
yeah, it allows you to stay involved. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish with some fun things to allow people to get to know you a little bit better. What is your, I guess, pregame go-to playlist for music?
I would say most people think I would like listen to like rap, but like I don't really listen to rap like that. Like before games, I would probably listening to like Janae Aiko or Bryson Tiller or Brent Fayed, like like some calm music, like so I can like calm myself down before my game, not no like rap music or nothing.
So like the new school R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I grew up on the old school R&B, so like the new stuff, like that's more my speed than the
Hmm.
current rap. But everyone
Yeah.
has their own taste. What's your favorite spot to eat? What kind of food do you like?
Um,
Like, are
I
you a
like
Texas barbecue girl, or are you one of those that
no
no?
every
Okay.
there's surprisingly there's like not a lot of like Texas kids that like barbecue. Like it's cool, I like it, but it's like everywhere you go, there's like a barbecue place everywhere, and it's like I'd rather try some other food. But I like tacos. I really like tacos.
Okay.
Yeah,
So like Tex-Mex or authentic?
authentic.
Authentic. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite Mexican restaurant?
Um, I wouldn't say I have a favorite Mexican restaurant, but there's a Mexican food truck that's like close to my school, and they would that one 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I heard it's like the mom and pop and the food truck
Yeah.
places around here that you have to really try.
Yes.
All right. So lastly, we'll finish on this. What are you looking forward to the most once you get to Cincinnati?
Um, I'm looking forward to just playing with the team and building chemistry with them and getting to know all the players on the team and just having fun while I'm there too and enjoying like playing college basketball at the P4 level.
Well, Jaden, we definitely appreciate you taking out some time to join us, and we look forward to following not only your summer season, but also your senior season at McKinney.
Thank you.